Good afternoon, everybody. It's Tabby Cat. Sorry I have not been online for a while. I have been working a lot and I'm actually homesick. Well, I have been snooping around. Now, we all know what's been going around on YouTube these days, and these YouTube streets are becoming, well, let's say, stupid. Okay? You have a person. I'm going to tell you about yourself too today. Who has slandered people and lied about people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I came across a lie, a couple of lies, from different people. Not only did you dirty delete things, but I do remember this one. I want to stop that there. I do remember this live. This is from Voices Behind the Wall, the audio. And I do remember that little live that Ziggy did, where Fred basically said, well, they're never going to find Summer. They're in the wrong place. And she deleted it because, oops, they got caught. From what I understand from the backstory of it all, and I have that audio, she called Fred and said to Fred, somebody's going to come and visit you. Is that okay with you? He's a YouTuber. Ryan went over there to visit him, and he gave Ryan a whole bunch of information. And one of those things that he said is that, quote and unquote, Cotton supposedly, allegedly told him that Summer's body was buried inside a cave. Well, Ryan went and he did find, caves, and there was no Summer. There was no Summer at all. He even went to Laurel Run Park and he looked down and found where the canyon was, where Cotton was found by the hikers. So I came across a lot of doozies. And Shares was very good. See, Ziggy started her channel, and right away she started harassing and slandering the Wells with a pack of freaking lies. Some person had called in, or some person had supposedly sent her information about CPS concerning the Littles. Which, first off, CPS does not give you that private information. And if the person was a CPS employee, they could lose their job for that. Because it's a government job and it's confidential. So Ziggy was basically caught lying about this. But I'm going to play some Voices Behind the Walls audio. And there's a few things I might skip over that she says, but she had live recordings. And you dirty deleted. You did dirty delete. I totally remember this one. It was 2 years ago. So I get it, Cher. I got nothing against Voices Behind the Wall. I don't really watch her channel that much because I'm so busy. But I am glad she has this audio because it just shows you what kind of a person Ziggy really is. And, since Ziggy likes to, harass people and lie on people and harass all of Beach Creek and lie on even 6 Up, and now she's filing these little suits against people because she's got her fifis hurt because people are criticizing her and her videos and things like that. Well, I'm saying all of this with a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for the fair use of the purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise infringe. You have your epic little cows and things like that. You start yelling, screaming, and carrying on like a little witch. Like your monkeys flying across. Is that Fred flying across the sky like that? Are you telling him go do something? I'm just wondering. Anyway, you witch, you get what you deserve, and the karma comes back to you. You sit there, you walk down the street, you talked about PG, you lied on her. That's harassment what you did. You've harassed Ryan, stalking his daughter's Facebook page and saying that his daughter's room is black and that she's involved with this cult and stuff like that. That's untrue. That's a lie. That's slander. You had your little Fifi's hurt when he went searching with Andy B, and you had to make that comment. And of course, Brad made that comment about that they're in the wrong area. They're not going to find her. They're wrong. They're wrong. I remember that because you dirty deleted that video. Thank you, Cher, for having this audio.
Hi. What was said? And again, clearly it had to have been something that was pretty damning towards Fred. And you'll hear in Ziggy's own voice soon enough here just how bad she wants info from other people so she can better protect Fred. Okay?
Oh yeah. She going, I want to see the evidence. I want to see this. I want to see that. That's on here. Your words, girlfriend. I'm going to tell you about yourself today because you know what? I don't like you. I don't have to like you. I don't watch your channel. I used to. Till you started going off the rails like a crazy woman. Like you're on the crazy train lately. You need to get off and get some help.
Let me see it.
Now, Cher did have a little technical difficulty.
That you get your TikTok.
Okay, she had a little technical difficulty in this video, everybody.
Somebody.
Let me get up from the beginning. I'm having a hard time.
I know people want me to get along with Ziggy, but I cannot. I cannot. So here's the thing. Hi. Okay, so I did my TikTok video. And look at that. Somebody didn't like my video I made on the TikTok, and so they reported me for harassment and bullying this morning.
Sorry, Cher did not harass you and bully you. Okay? Get over it. You're on YouTube. As I said, copyright disclaimer, Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. The allowance is made for the purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute that otherwise might infringe. Cher did nothing to you, and you reported her on TikTok for harassment and bullying? Girl, I remember that little polygraph thing, and you had nothing nice to say about her before. Oh, I got stuff that she literally is on the crazy train.
About 5 minutes after I made the video saying, hey, I just want to know, why did you take it down? You might want to be careful because when you get caught false, that you get your TikTok also fucked up. So it was Ziggy, and how I know is because it's kind of the same as the YouTube. It can't be no third-party takedown. It gets removed if it's the actual person. You are bullying me. You are harassing me. So Ziggy did that within 4 or 5 minutes of me posting the video that was playing at the beginning of the trailer. When I make a TikTok video, I post it on YouTube most of the time. So I posted this video, and today, look at that. tried to report my video. Ziggy, why did you dirty delete Fred saying that he knew Ryan was searching the wrong spots? As you sat there laughing.
Oh, she did do that.
Hilarious. It's so funny Summer is missing. It's so funny to you that they're searching the wrong spot because that's what your boyfriend says. And by the way, don't come at me saying, oh, didn't you do the same with Dawn? That's what's funny is
Now, she had technical difficulty, okay? But I do remember her doing that, laughing about Ryan searching for Summer and him saying that he's searching in the wrong areas. She not only exploits Summer nonstop, it's ridiculous. It is just totally ridiculous.
I guess only like the camera or the microphone can work. How about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No sound still? Okay, 1 second. Okay, 1 second.
She was having a little technical difficulty. That's understandable. You know, it is understandable. But yeah, Ziggy and Fred.
How's about now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ziggy and Fred. They exploit Summer. They eat and sleep Summer. They talk about Summer all the time. She said it on lives. They're obsessed. Oh, I got a ton of stuff on this one. It's scary. It really and truly is scary. And she has literally slandered and defamed a lot of people on YouTube. And she's sitting over there filing stuff on 6up and saying, my feelings was hurt. You harassed me. You hurt my feelings. And then you're filing this false claim in court just and trying to get money out of it too. But she says she's not really worried about the money. Yeah, right. And meanwhile, there's a ton of, you know how you made a comment one day like, things don't go away on the internet? Well, things don't go away on YouTube either. Because there are people who have the clips and parts of videos that you have done. You can delete all you want, but they can come back and haunt you. Bye, Fred! Look at him fly across that sky like that.
Honey, I am not sure. I don't know. But, and it wouldn't have been yesterday. Okay, awesome. Sassafras, welcome. So, yes, she did try to have this removed. So, right here, on March 14th at 12:51, 2024, your video was removed for violating our community guidelines, bullying, and harassment. Please observe these guidelines to help us maintain a safe, respectful TikTok community. Okay, 5 hours ago. I, of course, appealed that. And just now, as I speak with you guys, it actually just got unblocked. Thanks for your appeal 33 minutes ago. Our policy team has reviewed your video and has restored it. We appreciate.
Now, I'm going to say one thing. I like Ryan finds truth. I like his wife as well. I got nothing against any of them. I like 6up. I like Cher. I like so many other people. TPE I like. There are so many people I like. Because these are the people that I found these little videos from. And I'm going to use the audio. And I'm going to say who it's from. Like it or not, suck it up, buttercup. Because you're about to go on a spin. On a little ride around and around. And it's not going to stop till the truth is found.
Your patience. So nice try with that, Ziggy. So that is very, very telling to me that she's dirty deleted it, okay, on her end. And I'll show you the proof that yes, she did dirty delete it. And then not only that, but she knew the strike wouldn't fly, but for some reason didn't want it on the TikTok. So she had it removed for a whole 5 hours. All right, hate or love TikTok. Every appeal I've put through has gone through, and it's been quick, like, so I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, so I got it put back up. I will play for you the video that, for whatever purpose, she does not want it on the TikTok, and she might have tried it on the YouTubes. I haven't checked, but it's still up on the YouTube running with ads. So yeah, no, and there's no way she can, because it's not bullying and harassing when she put it out there. This is from her live stream. It's about a public, high-profile case, and one.
So I just learned something. So if you put out a video and somebody takes that video and they're criticizing it, okay, it's not considered that. Well, I just learned something. 6 up, you might want to like listen to that part on here, because she's been doing dirty deeds.
That I've spent years personally into as well. I think it's fair to ask, why was that deleted? Do you not think that's fair? Yeah, I believe, Andy. Here's the reason why. At the beginning, I was actually not too fond, because I misjudged and kind of misunderstood exactly what Ryan and Jen was about. But went to him privately. We had a very good conversation privately, understood him more, and actually thought about it, like him or not. He's out there doing it. He's not running his Cash App.
Yeah. You have some nerve to go after Ryan. You have nerve telling him to keep your name out of his mouth. He don't have to do that. He don't have to do any of that, what you said for him to do. He didn't agree to anything. This is a high-profile case. It's not a cold case. She's still under the Amber Alert. Your husband is still not cleared. He is still a suspect. There is nobody cleared in this case until Summer is found. That came out of Mr. Lawson's mouth. Okay? That means your husband, who did not pass a polygraph, okay, and is a person of interest in another case, okay, has not been cleared from this case. Where do you get off? Where do you have the nerve to turn around and tell Ryan, don't talk about me and Fred. You keep our names out of your mouth, and we'll do the same for you. Agreed? No, he didn't agree. He did not agree. Okay? You have slandered this man and his wife. You slandered his children. You slandered the people on Beach Creek. You slandered Mr. Bill. You slandered a whole bunch of people, including JSB and Andy B. You slandered so many people. 6 Up is one of them too. Yet you can't take it when they say something about you. I don't get it. Why, you get your fifis hurt? You don't like it when they call you out on your lies? Girl, you better come up for a better reason than that. Okay? Because Tabby Cat don't give a damn about you. I don't care about you. Okay? I don't like liars. You have messed this case up. You have interfered in this case. You have embedded yourself into this case. You've collected money off this child's name and back. You have slandered the Wells. You've slandered anybody that's involved with this case. Right? You slandered the old man's club down there. You literally lied on them, and I had to read off their website what they were about to straighten you out. Surprised you didn't say anything about it. You sat there and lied. You and Fred both lied through your teeth about that. You lied about the people that were on Van Hill Road. You've lied about his sister. You've slandered her. Why? Because you don't like it that they went down that trailer and took a video of all those needles piled up everywhere, all over the place? Hey, he was the big nug dealer down there. He was making that garbage. He was selling it. But to you, he's telling the truth. Brett said this and Brett said that, and he's telling the truth. Fred is a liar. I'm going to say it out loud. He is a liar. I'm saying it with the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Even Mr. Lawson called him a liar. He has no standing in Hawkins County. You've slandered Mr. Lawson as well. Why? Because you don't like how things are going? Why? Because you don't like him because he put your husband in jail? No, he did not take a fan picture with Fred Hill. Fred Hill took a mugshot. That was it. You've never shown proof of that picture ever. By the way, while we're talking about proof and stuff, sorry, Cher, I'm going to go back to you live in a minute. I got a question. Where's the video you claimed that you were going to get from the gas station of the lady that tapped you with her car? Huh? Did you drop that whole thing because you know that was a lie and you weren't going to get anything out of it? You've taken people for rides left to right. You have slandered Kathy. You've slandered who helped you get a wedding ring and helped him get his ID and birth certificate and helped you to get married. She paid for the whole thing. And you slandered her. You have gone as far as slandering the lady that you took money off her credit card. You know, after that little U-Haul thing? $7,000 something. Did you ever pay any of that money back? Oh, I forgot. I heard through the grapevine that somebody else paid it for you. You ran an illegal raffle. Oh, I've got that audio. That illegal raffle was something else. I got that on audio. You showed an electricity bill. Was it your electricity bill you showed, or was it the lady that you were allegedly going to help? You know, the one with the 4 kids? You turned around and you had a little raffle. Said you were going to raffle off makeup. Bad makeup. Then decided, well, I made all this money. I've got bills to pay too. Oh, I've got that audio. That raffle was something else, boy. You screwed that lady over. I don't think you had any intention of helping her. It was one great big scam for you to do that. I'm going to play it too.
On his stream. Now I pinned mine because we're talking about Ziggy. I pinned that on purpose because you know what? I got a light bill due too, right? I've got a daughter of mine that's got thousands of dollars of dental work to do because her dad was a piece of shit and it was court ordered that he was to take care of all medical situations and he didn't. Even why is Ziggy getting money for Fred? Exactly, I don't know. I have no idea. People think that I am paying you to talk to me, Andy, because you won't do nothing for free. You don't talk to people for free.
And you slandered Andy Bernard. And I'm going to play something. Not going to like it, but we'll play it. That poor man has been dragged through the mud left to right because of you. You should be ashamed of the way you behave. But you're not. Like I said, you're on the crazy train. Girl, you're nuts.
Tell you what.
Oh, I got her slipping saying other things.
That's just not true. Now, have I sent a few dollars in his and Rebecca's way? Yes, I have. Why? Because I can't walk over there and have a blunt with them. So I think in total, and I can get this and prove it, though it's not really no one's business, I have sent a total of $54 or $55. They're looking. So, can't hate on that. Yeah, it's nothing huge by any means. But, and again, by the way, I was never asked for that. I quite literally said, hey, I'm going to send this to you. And he's like, no, you don't have to do that. So just know it was never asked for as well. So, this video here is what she's getting all upset about. Sorry, let me share screen here. And you guys probably already did see it, but I made it into a little video. She can't stand it. This one here.
When you're launching a new product with a tight deadline,
2 weeks?
Grammarly's tone suggestions can help motivate your team with a positive approach.
Here's the thing. What I was doing with Dawn, but I still stand by. I honestly don't know if Dawn is 100% complicit, 50% complicit. I don't know. But the thing about it is, I've never ever hid that. Not on my live streams, and certainly not to Dawn. And there's receipts to prove that. I've even on live. How many times have you guys heard me say to him, "I don't know if you're guilty or innocent, Dawn. You know, but you know, your right is to have an attorneys. I can get you attorneys." I had them set up, but Tim didn't want him to have attorneys. Weird. The other thing I did not do is come on the platform and tell you.
I'll be right back.
Guys, like, Don is the most trustworthy, most humble man out there. Another thing I have never done is come on here and act like not someone is a suspect, which Ziggy fucking tries to say. You'll hear it in her own voice. You're trying to act like Fred's some kind of suspect or something.
Well, he is.
He is a suspect, okay? He is a suspect. Get the fuck out of here.
He's not cleared.
I really do think she is. I mean, she brings her kids around him. Laura believes there's something going on. Again, Ziggy broke up Laura and
Yes, she did.
Fred. So how that has to...
Yes, you did. You didn't like being called a homewrecker, huh? Yeah, you bring a man around who shot a pew in a house in Virginia with children in it. You bring a man in your house who's been in trouble for child abuse. You bring a man in the house who shot a man in the neck. You bring a man in the house who made meth and sold nugs to people. And that's who you want your child around? I don't get it. I agree with Cher. I don't get it.
Do a summer is beyond me, right? And I'm not for sure. We're doing a members live later tonight, by the way. I've invited Andy and Becca just because they're not members, but if they come on panel, they can still be a part of the show. They don't have to talk, and not to be drilled either. Give me 1 second here. Sorry. I'm just gonna shoot a couple. Oh shit! People the link should they want to join, but they certainly don't. I'm just gonna give it to them. Cotton Candy Boobs has the link. She can always join. Did I see someone say hi? I didn't see her in here, but hi sis. Even if you're not chatting, I'm sure you're watching. Hi Alex. Hi Act Right. I was on camera at work. Where was Fred on camera? That is a good question.
Yes, Andy was on camera at work. Pruitt told you prior. You still sit on that high horse with the stick in your butt saying, no, he was on the road. Brett saw him. He was following this out. He was on the road. He was not on the road on June 15th. Okay? Let's get that straightened out. He was not even on the road June 15th. He was at work. You put him down in all kinds of areas. There was a blue truck on Ben Hill Road, down the road, getting auto parts. You just don't know how to tell the truth. And this is what happens when karma comes back to you.
Sippin' Conspiracy, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me just give that to you. Let me give that to you. Now, I don't know if you deleted the whole live stream, privated or what, but for certainly the part where Fred's saying,
text out
Filters.
loud and repeated it, but you
Filters.
knew you fucked up, and you were like, I mean, the intentions, the intentions. Why? Why is it, if it's nothing, why is it now dirty deleted? I'll wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. Bye.
Why?
That's not harassment. That's not bullying. She's asking you a question. Why did you dirty delete that live? Why did you dirty delete put all your videos in private recently? Why? Because you don't want to be caught saying the things that you've said about other people? Is that why? I'm just wondering.
I'm saying? So she has the show back up, okay? But what I went to do, of course, I knew it was going to get dirty deleted. Let me just check that. Because he knew things about said man's demise. Right, Fred did, yes. And Jody Sue calls Andy the monster, by the way. The monster that's so dangerous and wants to kill her, but she can't shut her fucking mouth up about. She better watch out, because
I didn't realize that was in there. I'm sorry. But there was things that, let me get to where I need to be. Okay, so there was things that, Cher had that Ziggy shared.
and title them in some way. Now, I went, I think I sent it to Andy. Listen to this. Andy read it. Now, I want to, Megs, I love you, but, so, here, she sent it to me, and that's when I was actually already watching live. So I said, I'm watching it live, but thank you for clipping it. I was going to get back to it, right? But you can see there it says Fred's comment, okay? All right. So let me see if I can do this here. I'm going to go ahead and click on this here and watch what happens. So this is where Fred said that.
Nope,
Look what it
and
says.
it's deleted.
The clip can be unavailable. It says clip is not available. Clip can be unavailable if it was deleted or if the video
That's what
it's
she
based
did.
on was removed or it's been edited.
Mm-hmm.
So it is back up. So
And
it
she
was
edited it.
So if Fred
Yep.
did not say that Ryan's searching the wrong
I do remember that. She edited that. Put it back up and edited it.
spots, they're never gonna find her over there. Why was that part deleted? Because I know she got a lot of flack for it. But if it was nothing and we're all so crazy and that's not what it said, I invite Ziggy to put that back up. Put it back into the show. Okay? Now, for the people who long for me and Ziggy to be friends, and sorry, I remembered, Aaron, thank you so much for being a member and on this crazy train for 22 months. True. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Awesome. So, one more awesome thing. If you took part yesterday, I'm not going to say nothing, but Benny sent me a kick-ass text message. So, Griff's wife, Benny, and everyone who took part in both of the serious live streams, either on Benny's platform or the one we did on our platform after. We did get some good news. Don't know who it is. It's not our business. But let me show you what I was sent today. I'm pretty sure it's okay for me to share. Because, it was said in a public thing, too. I'm going to share it. Due to hearing all of the awareness yesterday happening on these streets because of everyone taking part, and I don't care if you love or hate Benny, I don't care if you love or hate Griff or his wife, have to take control no more. And now is when you journal and make yourself for your life vision board, what you will and will not accept anymore. So, awesome job. Don't know who you are. So proud of you. And Benny, Griff, Griff's wife took.
I know who Benny is. I don't know who the other two people are. Certain things were shown up on this live that I didn't realize on here, but I just want you to hear that rant this one did, not Cher, the other one. That rant about evidence. Well, if you had this, why don't you give it to me? Well, they hell you a damn thing.
Or, again, if we can help one person, who we're talking about. And the thing is, this is coming from this very same chick who knew damn well it wasn't little 5-year-old Summer Wells bones that she was showing on her channel. No.
It was animal bones.
But she still showed it and pulled it. Oh, the bones! Oh my God, the bones! Right? Mm-hmm. Is there a person here that's forgot that? But then she wants to sit and laugh and mock Ryan and Jen.
You called the police about animal bones. You called police, tell them, well, Fred Hill showed me bones. I don't know, they look like little bones, like maybe squirrel bones or animal bones. But I just want you to go out and check it. I remember that one. That was pretty stupid. Wasting Hawkins County's time to go look at animal bones. Seriously. That was ridiculous.
And Andy? Are you fucking serious?
Sorry for the curse words.
Sweet Tea, you can kiss my ass. I literally just showed you the proof that YouTube even says that she edited. What? Because you are actually in here lying and then calling somebody else a liar. So, again, just for your dumb self, let me show you that this is not a lie, as well as everyone else that saw it, almost 900 people. You got a person in here that borderline doesn't like me. Mike, if I was lying, Mike would have no problems with calling me a liar right now. Wouldn't you, Mike? So here's my thing. If you want to call me a liar,
she did delete
then
it.
YouTube
it's the truth.
is lying. Okay?
She did.
Because here's where this was clipped.
She deleted it, then she put it back up, edited. She did. But everybody heard it the night before that, right? We heard Fred say that Ryan's going to sit in the wrong place and that he's not going to find Summer. Why? Why would you delete it? If you weren't so worried about what slipped out of his mouth, because you keep trying to tell everybody he's telling the truth, he's a good guy, he's this and he's that, okay? Why would you delete it?
Straight from the live and sent. Do you know how? Do you know how to do that, Sweet Tea? Do you know how to clip and forward it to your friends? Do you? Because here you go, you click on exactly when Fred said that. Oh, what does YouTube say? This isn't share, and this isn't share photoshopping. I just clicked on it live 5 minutes ago for people to see. The clip cannot be unavailable if it was deleted, or if the video it's based on was removed. It was not removed. However, it was edited. And yes, I do believe it also will take out the chat. I'm really not sure how that works. So, and also what she's saying out of her mouth isn't what the chatters are saying. So that doesn't even make sense to me. So you, my friend, are not a smart cookie and should probably learn how YouTube works, because that has nothing to do with me. That's YouTube straight up saying that Ziggy dirty deleted that clip of Fred making that comment. So you could try again.
She flipped her off.
Now, another thing. I did try to make nice with Ziggy because both of us had issues with a psychic who sells candles who was just absolutely full of it. She went live and was claiming to speak directly to Rose Bly, saying that she's with Summer while live.
Okay.
And it was just absolutely insane. We don't know if Rose is past. We don't know if Summer.
So, like, okay, yeah, that happened. And I will say this for the record, I don't really believe in psychics. I don't believe the psychics on YouTube. I think they're all full of phony baloney. So I do remember that.
Past, we know what the odds are, but to sit there on a live stream and actually act like you are speaking to Rose Bly. Okay, well, okay then. So I did put my shit aside, and I went to Ziggy. I said, let's team up and expose this bitch. Okay? Here is what she said. Do you guys remember when she came on her channel? Hey, Running Bear. So the people out there, yeah, her wieners are there. Fucking weird thing to call people. Actually, you know who else called people their wieners? Colleen Bellinger. Her little weenies. Hey, not a good look there, Ziggy. Hi, Miss Chewy. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, we got into some deep conversations yesterday, Miss Ziggy, and I was gonna call you while on live and kind of collab. I will answer questions with you if you want to set something up, and I'll be there. I'm so sorry. I did completely forget. We really got into some deep conversations, and I went back after, and you had just ended your live, and I was like, oh my god. So please do forgive me for telling you in your chat I would be there, and I was not. I'm sorry. But again, same chick making fun of Ryan, and she pretended to undig bones that you knew damn well was going to be like a raccoon or a dog or something. We knew it wasn't Summer, right? If you did, why would you put that on your channel? But here's my thing. She was having someone on that she said was a source to the boys, the Wells boys, okay?
That was true. I remember that first video. That's coming back to haunt you, ain't it? Yeah. You turned around and lied about those CPS reports. Even Benny's called you out on it. You got your fifis hurt. You don't like that. You don't like when people call you out on stuff. That was something, boy. Lied through her teeth, saying that Don and Candace failed their drug test and this and that. You don't get, first off, Ziggy, you're not able to get that information. That's privated information. That is confidential. Nobody's going to tell you who failed or who didn't fail. Okay? Nobody's going to tell you about CPS reports because it's confidential. Okay? Just so we have that understanding.
She said that it was someone who worked in CPS. It was a CPS worker. And at the time, I was saying, well, this person's risking their whole entire career just to give Ziggy a YouTube video. You know what I mean?
If a CPS worker is to release any confidential information, they would be fired because it's a government job. Okay? So no, nobody gave you anything. You lied about it.
And at the same time, she's a CPS worker in the area. Well, it just shows what shitty CPS workers they are if they're going on YouTube with YouTubers to talk about minor children that have gag orders on them. Okay? I told her she was wrong for that. You were dead ass wrong. You shouldn't.
Yes, she was wrong. I agree.
I thought the source was fake.
I agree, Cher. She was wrong. She was 100% wrong for doing what she did.
Believe it. Okay? She did. Whatever. But anyways, I said, let's team up and expose this bitch together. I am willing to put my shit aside with people, but unfortunately, when Ziggy doubled down, and then she went live and told people I doubled down on my stance, and so she just couldn't talk to me anymore. Yeah, Delulu, Wendy, Delulu. Here is her reasoning for not liking me and being pissed at me, which is going to be real fucking funny because of another creator, I won't say who, but they're in here and they can say who if they would like. But here, she thinks that this is totally okay, and if y'all can back this and defend her, you really have no place in
I would never defend her.
help children or calling yourself a child advocate, because this is terrible.
I mean, trust and believe I want to. I'm just a little bitter about you ruining that source for me. Like, she was a really good source.
She was a
She
liar.
was friends with the foster family. And
So wait, so now it went from being a CPS worker to this person was friends with.
Okay, it went from being a CPS worker to being friends with the foster family. And either way, you were 1,000% wrong for what you did. Because she should not be telling you, even if it's true, she should never have told you anything about the littles and confidential things. And then you put it out on Facebook, which was a lie. I agree with Cher.
The foster family. Now, with just that little bit, is that a source that should be on anyone's YouTube?
Nope.
Not Ziggy saying Cher's just jealous it wasn't hers. Because let me tell you something. I never, ever, ever would have given that person. I would have heard them out, but never, ever would that person have been on my
I agree.
YouTube. That's for sure.
I
have
agree.
So much that has gone to the law, but I have not shared with YouTube. Everything is not for YouTube.
That's
if we
right.
give a shit about these children, if we give a shit about trials that could be to come in the future.
Yep.
How do you guys feel with just knowing that her source was friends with the Wells's boys' foster parents?
And let me tell you something, your friend over there who gave you that information had no right to give you that information. She should not have allowed you to put it on YouTube. Leave those children alone. You harassed them as well and slandered them. When they become of age and they want to talk, they will talk. Leave them alone. Leave Summer alone.
Does that belong on YouTube?
And no, it did not belong on YouTube.
Does it? Sure, selfishly do we all want the gossip and to know, but that's not our business. It's very dangerous for the boys, first of all, and it's not our story
Very true.
to be telling. You, friends of the foster family, whatever, Ziggy, okay, not their business.
Nope,
One
none
day,
of their business.
The boys are going to have a voice of their own.
Yep.
Okay, thank the Lord. And it's
Yep.
up to them what they want to share.
I agree.
Share. With the disturbing things I've told you of my upbringing, my childhood, let me say, there's still quite a
So now I had to get a little forward on the video to the part, a few parts that I want to get to. So here's a part that you might sitting there laughing and giggling, thinking it's so funny.
people saying that she was going to wait till I went live and she was going to go live. So be it. You see, this is just how predictable her and Jody Sue really are. But
This has nothing to do
again,
with JSB.
It is what it is. So I want to show some more stuff. You have to hear this shit. Oh, first, I mean, I don't find nothing fucking funny about it at all.
Nope.
She says, here, I'll go live and save you guys. Yes, save them from bad Cher, who thinks that what she's doing is pretty disgusting. That's fine. People know how to channel hop, sweetheart. You're not harming me. I don't care if there's 5 people in here. The numbers have never mattered for me. Quality, sweetheart, which you don't know nothing about. It's the quality of people, all right? Gotcha. So I'm not quite sure was even so fucking funny to her. But again, I'm not sure why it's funny. She's sitting there, she's watching Ryan search, and it's just non-stop fucking
Somebody
laughing.
said, no disrespect, but please keep in mind that the devil would on a vacation. We have it up. Ryan don't find anything. It's nearly 3 years after he says he is looking. What have you found?
Ziggy? What have you found,
Hey, everybody.
Ziggy? Besides fucking dog bones.
I'd like this comment, Dan. So, we have it up. Ryan don't find anything. It's nearly 3 years after he says.
Boy, is somebody jealous. Now you gotta change the name of his YouTube, huh? At least he's boots on the ground, girlfriend. At least he gets into the muck and the guck of trying to find Summer and a few other things I've seen him do. He goes out there with his dog and Jen, and they get into the nitty-gritty of it all. What have you done? Oh, I forgot, you sit on your backside sewing crappy makeup and lying through your teeth. Oh, and having a suspect husband over there believing everything he says. Okay. At least he's doing something. What have you done?
He is looking. What exactly is he looking for? Another Florida vacation.
A missing girl. Why is that funny?
That was a good one.
It's not funny. He's looking for Summer. He's looking for a missing little girl. And all you can do is sit there and laugh and think it's funny? There's nothing funny about this case.
Another vacation.
Hey, everybody. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. But hey,
She's
what better time to start than 11:11?
Yep.
So, here we go.
Make sure her tits are all out.
How's everybody doing? It looks staged. It looked like someone was staying in that loft. What loft? See, I haven't watched I haven't watched it at all.
She's a liar.
I just
Yes, you have.
heard,
She'll say, oh, I don't watch the live. Let me tell you something. She's listening. She's watching and she's listening to other people's lives so that she could turn around and say, well, they're harassing me. They're making fun of me. They hurt my feeties. Fred, where? And you know what? You do the same thing to them. And it's called fair use. And it's right there on my screen and I'm not removing it. Because I have the right to criticize. And I have the right to things. Oh yeah, I looked up something. You know when you use the word opinion and believe? You can still be held legally liable for harassment and slander and defamation. Just so you know.
from everybody else what was in this video.
Just because you said the right, it's in my opinion, and I believe the other day, won't keep you from him suing you. He can go after you for slander and defamation, girlfriend, and harassment. Just so you know, I read it up online. Might want to look that up.
That Ryan had or whatever. I thought we would maybe watch some of it so we could laugh. Because the screenshot that I saw that somebody gave me of him trying to act like he was searching, literally.
So you're sitting there laughing about somebody who's searching for Summer. You're not here for Summer. You never were.
They were up there for less than an hour yesterday.
No, actually, he was up there a lot longer. Hate to tell you that. You don't have to show everything on YouTube, but he was there for a lot longer than you're saying. Because you don't know. He showed what he wanted to show.
Less than an hour yesterday, just because he didn't put everything onto a video. What's actually funny is they were there longer than an hour.
Yes, they
That's
were.
Okay. And look at her. It's so funny. Oh.
He's trying to play off like he did some huge search. Fred was out there yesterday. The screenshot that I saw that somebody gave me of him trying to act like he was searching, literally, they were up there for less than an hour yesterday.
First off, that offends me that you're sitting there laughing about somebody who's looking for Summer. Okay? Second off, yes, he was up there a lot longer than you think. He doesn't have to prove to you or anybody else what he was, how long he was there, or what he was looking for. He don't have to show anybody. Get over yourself. You're not that important. I can't stand her.
Talk about Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh yeah, it's right here on my screen share. Wicked Witch flying, making sure
How
that
is that
Fred goes bye-bye somewhere. Flying
How
monkey.
is that funny?
Bye, Fred.
I don't think that's funny.
Whee!
And please,
There she's waving
don't
to him.
forget, this is the same bitch that's been out there multiple times. The same chick who takes her children out there. The same chick who has her kids around Fred. Okay? This is the same chick who undug, unearthed, didn't she use like a little fucking twig or something? And oh, here's raccoon bones. Here's dog bones. Oh my god, I'm falling TBI. Oh my god, we gotta call TBI his bones.
We're gonna make that picture a
Yeah.
little bit bigger.
This is the same
Just
chick
for
that's
purposes
sitting
of
here
Ziggy
laughing.
and Fred.
Did some huge search.
What have
Fred
you
was
done
out there yesterday
besides
on Ben Hill
Fred?
Road with Kathy. Those vehicles were only at the end of the driveway.
Are you laughing at me? That's funny. Well, it's the truth. Mark's in there laughing.
Between less than an hour period.
No,
this
he was
whole,
there longer
you know,
than that.
him, I hear that Ryan Clear
He was there a lot longer than you think, Ziggy. Don't have to show everything on YouTube, but he was there a lot longer than you think.
clears 125. Okay, so Ryan clears 125 in less than an hour. Is Fred here? Yes. Yes, we use their vehicles. I showed him yesterday. Fred told me one of them was Andy's parents' car, the blue one. So
Okay. Ziggy, since you're live to save people from me, please play the clip that you dirty deleted. Play it. You know, the one where Fred says they're not going to find somewhere over there. They're looking in all the wrong spots. And then you somehow turned it into, and you knew you fucked up right then and there. You saw it in your face. And all of a sudden you're like flailing and you're like, intentions. Because you knew how that sounded. Because how would Fred know? How would Fred know, right? If it's the wrong spot. And why do you guys care? Why do they care? Why do they care? Well, because they can turn it into crama and make it content. This bitch needs content so bad, you know, she's
Turns it into a rotten narrative.
Shit she's hoarding or something to go through, or I don't know. I have no idea. Anything for content. She's finally picked in them fucking shorts she had spray painted on when she needed her light bill paid. Damn, I didn't think those were ever gonna come out her coochie.
Sorry,
Yeah, he was
I
watching,
remember
they were both
that.
watching. They just said they weren't. Absolutely. And I just don't know what is so funny. I don't get it.
absolutely.
And that's what they did for 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's just laugh.
Somebody said no disrespect,
At
but
Ryan
please
for
keep in mind that the
booking.
devil wears.
But the comments are, I mean, even some of her own people. I'm not trying to be mean or judgy, but it's time for Fred to get a job.
Get a job,
Get
get a job.
Well, see, he got himself a YouTube sugar mama or something. I don't know. Looking for summer should be seen as a positive, no
Yep,
matter who it is.
yep, I
Why
agree.
is that funny, you guys? Again, why? Shame on her is right. What the dump is going on here? It's been 1,000 days and now people are allowed to search. Well, the thing is, if Fred's thinking that the wrong places are being searched, where is Fred searching then? Ask Fred the places that should be searched. How's about Ziggy, you go down there and make videos of you and your boyfriend searching together, hand in hand.
I agree.
Bring your daughters out, make a day of it. Call Robin up, she'll pack the snacks. Sis, hey boo. Shouldn't be. Exactly. Why? Fred, does Ziggy need to be reminded
Dogs hit up on your driveway, old Freddy boy. You've even said it. And they also hit on your truck, huh? Come on, Fred. You know a lot more than you think you are telling. And half of them are lies. And actually, 95% of them are lies and changing your story around. Oh, Tabby Cat listens. I listen.
Special. Okay, 1 second. So here you're gonna hear basically her demanding. Can I say? Well, she's gonna know who it's from, so she'll probably say. This is from Ryan. She has privately attacked this man.
Yep.
And let me tell you, she's fucking angry because she feels like she's owed shit.
You have attacked. You have harassed. You have slandered. You have defamed this man. You have lied on this man. You lied on his wife. You lied on his own daughter. You stalked his daughter's Facebook. And you actually doxed her and showed it online. So don't sit there saying, well, if you don't talk about me, I won't talk about you. It's called fair use. He's allowed to criticize. What's the matter? You didn't like when Mr. Bill turned around and told you F you? That hurt your fee-fees too? Bill Shipley don't like you. You've said a lot of nasty things about that man. You privated those videos because you don't want people or the judge that you're going to be seeing hear nor see anything that you've done. But I guarantee you, as I sit here, there are people who do have that information that they can literally send to the judge as evidence of your harassment to them. And it's not just them. You went after Nana for life. Oh, I got that one. You went after Nana for life more recently. Why? You jealous of the fact that she puts up signs for summer and she does what she can for people, and she's a kind-hearted lady, and she knows people like Mr. Shipley. You mad at the fact that Karen and Nana went and talked with Mr. Lawson? Oh, I've got that recording. Fred got no standing in Hawkins County. He's a liar. He even said so. He's a liar, and he has no standing. And all the stuff that he has said is a bunch of lies.
That she should get whatever evidence other people have. Well, don't you think I should have it so that after 2 years I stop believing? Like, I've been talking to Fred and his girlfriend. Well, it's no longer his girlfriend anymore. And yes, oh yes, she'll be the first one to say that Ziggy stopped that and is fucking Fred.
Ew. Gross. Ugh.
Fred.
STD parade. Ooh.
Hey, thanks for joining. Exactly, Cotton Candy. They're out there.
How'd that pill taste there, Ziggy, when she said that, huh? You stole Fred from Laura. Basically what you did. Why, I don't know. He ain't no prize winner for me. Or anybody else. Why, I don't know. In my opinion, and I'm saying this with a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, in my opinion, and a lot of people have said this, I feel that you got together with Fred because you thought that you would get the truth out of him. The real truth. You know, not the story he's telling you that you believe. I'm talking about the real truth. And you were probably thinking you were going to get some money out of this deal. And you were going to get a property in Rogersville and all that, so you could be close to everybody. So you could be nosying around other people's business. And it didn't happen. And I'm still confused about why you even got married to begin with to him. Or why he even married you. Why he and he was, Laura said this, he was asking Laura for money and he was sending it down to you to pay your bills. That's some shit. If that's true, that's some shit, man. I would if I'd been Laura. No, I ain't sending you a dime. Laura should have said no. Kathy Gordon turned around and the nicest lady she could be. I've heard her, I've seen her online, and I've seen her in lives, and she's one of the nicest ladies. And you took advantage of her. You slandered her. You literally went after her because you didn't like the fact that she spoke up at the fact that you took advantage of her. You and Fred. She brought stuff down for Fred's commissary. She paid for him when he got out to get his ID and birth certificate. Yeah, he had an ID and birth certificate. He could have gone to the polygraph thing. Um, she helped. She gave you a ring, which you never paid on, back to her. She got you a minister and had a little marriage thing in her house. What was the rush? Anyway, you've done a lot of damage to a lot of people. And you don't think that that's okay. It's okay for you to do what you're accusing other people of doing to you. I don't get it.
They're looking. If it's 3 years later, so what? You know what I mean?
At least they're looking.
Ryan can't just go onto private property without the allowance, you know what I mean? So, and again, he's doing these things. He's not scrolling his Cash App.
Nope.
He's not going live out there where he knows probably would get a lot of super chats doing that. He's not doing that.
Nope.
He's going places
And he's searching.
Prefer that it's on the down low till after he's been and gone.
Yep.
Not look at me here right now. Super chat me, Cash App, gang gang. He's not doing that at all.
Nope.
She is butthurt. She's butthurt because her butt could never be like my butt. Absolutely. And probably because them little fucking jean shorts are. She's probably got a piece of them still stuck up there. Damn. Can you say spray paint?
Glued on.
Time, like you tell me some. Hey, I was just.
And let me just say one thing, Ziggy. You're not owed anything, okay? He don't have to give you one dang thing at all. Nobody does. Whatever evidence or information that they have, they don't have to give it to you. You're nothing. You're not worth it. You're just a YouTuber who runs her mouth all the time. And privated all her videos to protect her behind. But like I said, there are creators who are smart and have copies of those videos. And I am sure that when you go to that thing in May, I'm sure the judge is going to get an earful about the harassment you've done to them. It's going to come back to you. Just so you know, what comes around goes around. Just saying. I mean, you have slandered these people. You have harassed these people. You have lied on these people. And it's not just them. It's Mr. Shipley. It was a whole bunch of people in Beach Creek that you lied on. That men's club you lied on where men go and stay for a weekend. You turned around and you said all kinds of things that I proved to you wrong, that they're not allowed to do there. You turn around and say some nasty, sexual, disgusting things about these people. Don't think I didn't report that video.
Thinking about something after I played that call. It's like, oh God, I probably should have asked Ryan if he didn't want people to know that he talked with Andy. Will you, anytime like you tell me something you don't want me to let anybody, or you don't want me to tell anybody, will you just tell me so that I know to not say anything?
Why do people have to say? Now, naturally, I tend to say, even though I know people won't, like, sometimes I'll say to Cotton Candy, don't say anything, but, and it's just like a habit I say, but it's obviously they're not gonna say anything, right? And, well, I know that she's not, but the way she's saying this, if you actually truly listen to her and the way she's talking to Ryan, narcissistic.
Yes, it is. I agree, Cher. Narcissistic.
Wow, she gets angrier and angrier through these voice memos.
Yep.
But, we shouldn't have to tell someone. You know, he's coming to you.
It's none of
It
your
should
business.
be more like if you guys are sharing things back and forth, like with me and Ryan.
Like I said, he don't have to tell you anything. It ain't none of your business who he talks to or what he does.
It's not. Hey Ryan, if you have something you don't want me to tell people, just tell me. Hey, don't say this, because I assume people are gonna keep shit to themselves, I guess.
This will be like a two-parter video because I got a lot of different audio. So we're going to play some today and some tomorrow. But this is going to be a two-parter.
But maybe you can't assume that on these streets. But the way she says it, it should be more like, do you mind if I discuss this on my channel, what we're talking about today? Not every single time I have a conversation with you, just, can you please, like, tell me, or I'm just, oopsie, I'm going to forget. No, oopsie, you did that shit on purpose. You wanted it outed because you thought it would affect or harm Ryan and Andy's relationship in some way. And you wanted the scoop.
You wanted to be nosy.
Just at least be honest with the fuckery, Ziggy. That's another big problem I have with you. You can't
I
be
agree.
honest if it meant to save your life. Because
You don't want me.
Ryan shouldn't have to tell you. Oh, by the way, please don't tell anyone. Like, we are all adults here. Right?
Hey, I was just thinking about something after I played that call. I was like, oh God, I probably should have asked Ryan if he didn't want people to know that he talked with Andy. Will you, anytime like you tell me something you don't want me to let anybody, or you don't want me to tell anybody, will you just tell me so that I know to not say anything? Because otherwise I don't know, I didn't even think about how that call could, where we talked about you talking to Andy.
Sure, you didn't even think about it.
Another stupid move by me.
Another stupid move made by me.
You do nothing but go after Andy. You have done nothing but slander that man, defame that man, and harass that man. It is none of your business who Ryan speaks to. He doesn't have to tell you anything. He didn't have to tell you anything. Get over yourself. You're not that important.
No, she knew exactly what she was doing. She
Yes,
knew
she did.
Absolutely. Yes, she did want to cause damage. She can say that all she wants, but we know the truth.
Anytime like you tell me something you don't want me to let anybody, or you don't want me to tell anybody, will you just tell me so that I know to not say anything? Because otherwise
Adults, no?
I don't know, I didn't even think about how that call could, where we talked about you talking to Andy. So, another stupid move by me.
Here she goes admitting she makes stupid mistakes.
I don't know what evidence you have, but I just am very,
Okay, this is crazy.
real say anything.
This is funny. Listen
Because
how
otherwise-
mad she gets. And it's very telling. Wondering, hey, very, very telling that in my opinion, it's like, you gotta tell me what you have because I gotta make sure that I am 10 steps ahead of it and I gotta protect my man Fred.
I don't know, I didn't even think about how that call could, where we talked about you talking to Andy. So,
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
another stupid move by me.
You think?
I don't know what evidence you have, but I just am very, really not happy that I've gave you literally, like, private stuff that I give nobody else, and you can't tell me what it is, the reason why you're gonna go blast fucking Fred on the internet over something Andy Bernard told you, or after you talked to him.
Here we go, crazy train.
It has nothing to do with Andy telling us anything. I'm not that dumb to just listen to Andy, but I've had other people, and so is Ryan, okay? Now, that's actually kind of how me and Ryan started talking. He was like, yeah, I also have evidence and have done my research. There's certain reasons why he.
What it is, the reason why you're gonna go blast fucking Fred on the internet over something Andy from.
So you think she gives everybody all these things,
Uh-huh.
but in all reality, it's more like she's giving over information, but a lot of information some people probably already have, and they
Yep.
just want to compare and see if it aligns, right? So just take that, excuse me, for what it's worth. And nobody owes her anything
Nope.
to give her anything.
Nope.
If she
They
wants the information,
Get it
it's
yourself.
out there.
It's out there.
Cher in Canada got the same information that Ryan, okay, who's been in the area and wherever he lives on another part of the world, I think he's closer to that area, but like I can get the information from not being there at all. Why hasn't she gotten the information? Or is it just that she doesn't want to show that information because it will not be helpful to Fred? And we know she's all about protecting Fred because she's dirty deleting shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bernard told
And
you,
again,
or you
listen how
after you
bad
talk to
she's
him.
getting. Give me your proof. Give me your sources. Give me your evidence.
Happy that I've gave you literally like private stuff that I give nobody else, and you can't tell me what it is.
Thank you, sis. Thank you. She's the biggest pathological liar there is.
Yes,
Absolutely.
she is. I agree.
Absolutely. She made fun of me for doing a GoFundMe for my teeth, which it raised, and I'll say this carefully because I'm very grateful for how much help we got, but it didn't, like, it wasn't everything or even really close to everything, but it was a good chunk and helpful. So please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. But how dare her when she basically did the exact same. She didn't make a GoFundMe, but instead she put on a fucking tank top and booty shorts and sat there in the dark and basically did what it was borderline freaking OnlyFans material instead of using Summer's name on the YouTubes
I
to
remember
get
that.
over $1,000 bill paid. How your electric or whatever heat and electric bill is like $1,500. What are you really buying instead of paying
So
for that?
let me ask you a question. You know when you hacked yourself and you cried that your electricity bill was so high since Jim passed away? So here it is, your bill was high anyway. And then it got higher. Or did it get high and you were able to dress like booty shorts and tank top and get the money to pay for it, and then you ran up your electricity bill a second time around? Or a third time around? I'm just wondering. You blamed Six Up? You blamed Nicolina for hacking you? They never hacked you. You hacked yourself. You went into a crypto thing and you hacked yourself. As for the electricity bill thing, you show somebody's electricity bill on a raffle that you never gave her the money for. You basically scammed it. And people want to know where that money went. And you're like, well, you know, I'm thinking about doing this. I have that audio. I will play it. And then you turn around and then you get upset at other people because of your electricity bill being high again. You can't blame people. You can't sit there and say, well, it's their fault that your electricity bill was that much money. But you did dress like, you know, that way, and you did do that. I remember that.
Hopefully not the shit your little boyfriend there used to make. You know? Sis, thank you. Very sweet of you.
What it is, the reason why you're gonna go blast fucking Fred on the internet over something Andy Bernard told you, or you after you talked to him. If it has to do with the work cameras, they only have him at work there at specific times. They don't have him on.
No. no, that's a lie. They had Andy on camera at work the whole day. TBI has it. Hawkins County has seen it. TBI has seen it. And they have that in their possession. So stop the lying, Ziggy.
Camera all day. I would just be very careful about it, and I am highly offended. Okay, I'm very upset right now about.
She said she's hiding.
Oh, I'm offended. I'm highly offended. You know how many people you've highly offended over the last couple of years with your constant slander and constant lies and constant defaming their names and constant making up stuff and the harassment you've done to people? Do you know how many people are offended by that?
Something else. Fucking Fred on the internet over something Andy Bernard told you.
Do you hear concern about Summer at all? Or
Nope.
is it all about Fred?
It was all about Fred. I don't remember her saying one word about Summer. Yeah.
Hi, Barbie. 80 degrees. Oh, you're so mean with that, Barbie. Her voice is so whiny. And, again, very narcissistic.
Yes, she is.
You gotta give it to me. How could you? I give you this and that. Oh my God. And just because it comes from Andy, it doesn't just come from Andy. Do your work, okay? Jump off of Fred's dick. Do your work.
Are you after you talk to him?
Share. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I had to laugh.
If it has to do with the work cameras, they only have him at work there at specific times. They don't have him on camera all day.
I call BS. They have him on camera at work, and other people said he was at work, and TBI and Hawkins County know this, and they have the copy of that camera, that footage. He was at work. Pruitt told you prior. He was on the road prior to the 15th. It could have been the 13th. It could have been the 14th. He was on the road prior. You have slandered this man. You have defamed this man. You have harassed this man non-stop. Leave people alone. You do to him what you do to the others. And then you sit there and cry. Your fifis are hurt because people are saying things about you, so you call it harassment. It's not harassment. They have the right to criticize you. It's fair use.
I would just be very careful about it, and I am highly offended.
She
Okay?
would be
I'm very
careful.
upset.
Wait, not the same chick that was having the friend of the Wells Boys foster parents on telling all
Yep.
of the dirty details
Uh-huh.
allegedly. Not that same person. And undigging bones and making people
Yep.
think she found child bones. Not that very same person saying that Ryan should be more careful and because she would be careful about things.
Sure, she would.
Woo! All right.
I don't be not happy that I
I'm
gave
not
you
happy.
literally like private stuff that I give
Sorry,
somebody
I
else.
always rewind
And you
too
can't
far.
tell me what it is, the reason why you're gonna go blast fucking Fred on the internet over something Andy Bernard told you, or you after you talk to him. If it has to do with the work cameras, they only have him at work there at specific
Wrong.
times. They don't have him on camera all day.
Wrong. You're a
I
liar.
would just
Wrong.
be very careful about it, and I am
You need to be
highly
careful.
offended,
Not
okay?
highly
I'm
offended.
very upset right now about something else too. So
What is
might
it?
be
What is it?
overreacting, but I don't need
You are
the
overreacting.
stress of you now coming out and saying Fred is some kind of suspect or
He is a
lying.
suspect. Fred is a suspect. Fred is not cleared. Okay? He is a suspect. Nobody has been cleared in this case. He's still a suspect.
Has lied. Just roll back the clips. Fred Hill is a suspect.
Thank
Ziggy.
you, Cher.
What the fuck? Do you guys see how she's talking and how she's thinking? She is protecting this man so much.
Mhm.
She's actually saying Fred is not a suspect. And I'm
Mhm.
like, now this isn't even publicly where Fred can hear it, so maybe she's just, pulling a quick one on Fred. She is privately saying that this man is not a suspect or
Right.
a liar. He's the sweetest, most humble, and kindest man she's ever come across. I'd hate to see the other people she's come across.
Mhm.
Right now about they only have him at work there at specific times. They don't have him on camera all day.
Ziggy, do you actually believe what you're saying? Oh, wait. Yes, you probably do. No, he was on camera at work all day. Okay? He was on the road prior to. Pruitt told you this. I've got that audio. Okay? He called you about a blue truck, and you're sitting there all of a sudden bringing up Andy. That's not why he called you. Got all completely off track on that one, didn't you?
I would just be very careful about it, and I am highly offended. Okay, I'm very upset right now about something else too. So I might be overreacting, but I don't need the stress of you now coming out and saying Fred is some kind of suspect or right.
He is.
But I told you I wouldn't be mad about your change of opinion. But the fact that you won't tell me.
Here's super fucking gaslighting.
It is gaslighting.
Like, maybe I shouldn't be believing in Fred, but how can I know that if you're not going to give me everything you have?
Please understand, you've got to be kidding me. I've shared things with you nobody's heard.
Liar.
So you know.
She's a liar.
But I told you I wouldn't be mad about your change of opinion. But the fact that you won't tell me, like, so I could at least understand, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you've got to be kidding me. I've shared things with you nobody's heard. So you know how offensive it is? And what this makes me think that it does not look good. I had to in my life. I've been talking to him since like I said, for 2 years now, okay?
Yeah.
And I just think, with the fact that you're the only other person, I got you in touch with them and stuff, I would think you would give me the
Yes, you
respect
did.
to tell me what I'm now going to have.
Thank you for admitting that. You did. You got him in touch with Fred. And Fred lied to him. And your butt hurt at the fact that, first off, he didn't find Summer in a cave. And your butt hurt at the fact that, well, Brett has a right to, Brett is a suspect. And your butt hurt because Ryan changed his opinion on him. He has the right to. And he don't owe you a damn thing.
Like a girlfriend.
With a bunch of backlash about Fred Hill. So if you could at least tell me the evidence so I can understand.
She said Fred how many times? How dare you think that he's a liar and think that he's a suspect? Fred, me. Where is Summer?
And because if you have evidence and it's absolutely true, because I've asked him a million times, he's not going to tell you it's a different day. I've already asked him a million times, okay? So can you, it's like, do you understand the backlash I'm going to get?
She said it. Let's see.
It's just the reason why you're going to go blast fucking Fred on the internet over something Andy Bernard told you, or after you talked to him. If it has to do with the work cameras,
So I'm going to end that one because it's a little bit long. But yeah, she did say that. She run that mouth of hers as usual. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Not me.
Nature's wisdom, crafted to work with your
6 days later on the 30th.
She wrote a letter to Pruitt, to Hawkins County, telling him that her husband saw his blue truck on the road and tinted windows and whatnot. And I want to get past her reading her letter because I really don't care. So Pruitt calls about the blue truck with tinted windows. You all have heard that video, I hope. And she paced back and forth. Man, she could have been like Roadrunner, man. I bet she put a hole in that rug. Back and forth, back and forth. And usually you have picked up when she is lying and she's nervous because she knows she's lying. She paces and she rocks a lot. But she paces fast.
This is December 3rd, 2024, okay? This is gonna give me anxiety.
You give me anxiety.
All right.
Yeah, which email did you get? I got sent a couple.
The one about the dark blue pickup truck with tinted windows.
Okay, yeah. Okay, and so, okay, what do you want to
She's
know?
pacing back and forth like crazy.
Sorry, I'm freaking been dealing with this. I'm extremely nervous. I've been getting harassed.
Bull. That's bull. I'm nervous. I've been getting harassed. Nobody harassed you. Okay? Nobody's harassed you. As for the blue tinted truck, there was a blue truck down the end of the road. They were getting auto parts for their car. Oops. And of course, if somebody was on the road, and Andy wasn't, but you had to throw his name in there, follow this truck out. It's called traffic.
I've been, yeah, I don't know if you know, do you know who I am by chance?
Unfortunately.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, anyways, Fred's here. He's in the room just in case you need to ask any questions.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you always talk for him? Why couldn't he pick up the phone and talk to Pruitt himself? Why do you have to do it? I'm just wondering, because you do it a lot. Anytime you do live or people want to talk to him, you jump right in and talk for him as if you were there and you weren't. Or you're repeating what he has told you. That makes me suspicious of you. Were you on Ben Hill Road? Since you seem to know so much, whether Fred told you or not, and you claim you know all this information, are you repeating what Fred told you? No, Fred said? Or were you on the road on the 15th? Or were you up on that area right after? And did you know Fred before you interviewed him in 2022? I'm just curious. Inquiring minds want to know.
But the reason why I sent that in is because, because Andy Bernard was on that road that day.
That's a lie. Andy was at work. It's on camera all day on June 15th. He has even said he didn't get home till about 5:30, 6 o'clock at night. And he had to park his car at the side of the road because the road was blocked off because there were police cars up there looking for Summer. And yes, JSB did search for her as well, helped search for her. And yes, he joined the search party to search for her. So stop the lying.
And nobody's questioning him. And he says he was at work all day.
He called you about a blue truck with tinted windows, and you had to throw that in there. That again is harassment to Andy.
FBI.
Because we feel like Andy was meeting him. Andy wasn't there. You dummy. He was not there. He was at work. He has said he was at work. Now you gotta throw that in there, boy. You gotta get that dig in. Andy could even turn around and go after you for harassment and slander, defamation if you wanted to. So you know.
Another person. I promise to respect.
I promise to respect. Mm-hmm.
But it's we feel he was. There's another YouTuber who saw footage of Andy on the road on Simpson Road at 3:30. Another YouTuber who saw footage of 3:37 p.m. Fred remembers seeing a still shot. You guys showing him a still shot of Andy on the road with that blue truck, following like they were in the same still shot at 3:47 p.m. leaving out. Fred saw him on the road, like he had to move his trailer in order to let Andy by that day at around 3:47 p.m. And
Do you know who's in the blue truck?
no, it was two.
In the blue truck, it just.
And he was laying in bed taking a little nappy nap.
I can't tell who's in it.
Yeah.
He's laying in the bed taking a little nap that day.
Well, like I said, our agency, TBI, and the FBI have interviewed Mr. Bernard.
Yes, I did.
Well, he went on YouTube and put your guys' call out on YouTube, just so you know.
What a child you are. But he went on YouTube and put your call out on YouTube just so you know. Wah. Who cares? That's not what he called you about. Bye, Fred. See Fred over there flying around? Oh, look, there's all his friends. All his flying monkeys he claimed he saw in Rogersville that got out of the zoo. Look at that. And there's the leader of the group right there, old Ziggy.
I'm not arguing with you. If you don't have anything further, we appreciate your information.
Whee! And he hung up on her, and that was the epic hang up. Now, Andy had a call with Mr. Pruitt, and I'm going to play it on 3/26/24. Andy, I hope you don't mind. I'm only playing the audio, hon. I got nothing against Andy Bernard, nor do I have anything against Rebecca. I don't know them, but I am a supporter of him because I don't believe that it's right that she harasses him non-stop. It's the slander and harassment and the BS that she has said about him. And why is it okay for you to say the things you say about people, but God forbid they say something about you, you run and you do all this because you got your feet hurt. Because you claim that they're harassing you. No, they're not harassing you. They're using the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for the fair use for the purpose such as criticism, comment, which I'm doing both, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise infringe. So what's your problem, Ziggy? People aren't allowed to talk about you and talk about your videos or criticize them. They're not allowed to state the truth when they have the truth. You don't like it that you get your feet hurt, so you go running and you're crying on lives, and then you're literally harassing your plaintiff, you know, the person you're going after, and you're sitting saying, well, we have a court, you have to answer to this, we have a court date in this date, nah. I bet the judge would love to see that video because you're harassing that person. I bet the judge would love to see that short. That's harassment. You're not supposed to talk about the case or do that to them. You don't see them doing it to you. And as I am sitting here and I watch lives, I'm not gonna lie, I watch everybody's videos. I got nothing else to do. And some of the stuff that I hear online is a bunch of BS out of your mouth. And then you privated all your videos. Why? Because they're incriminating against you?
Yes, sir.
How you
This
doing
is
today?
Andy Bernard. And this is on KNS 606.
My name's George Bernard, Andy Bernard. I live at 125 Ben Hill Road. I was just trying to figure out some information, maybe, possibly.
What about?
Well, okay, for 3 years, I've been wrapped up in the middle of the Summer Wells case. For a while now, Fred, my cousin, has been saying that I was on the road that day. Nobody else has questioned me after I left my residence, when I separated from my...
You're in and out, sir. I can't hear half of what you're saying.
Can you hear me better now?
A little bit.
Okay, I left my residence, didn't go back till September. I went through separation in the process. I was just wondering, I was just trying to figure out if there was anything I could do, needed to do. Do you need to talk to me, see me?
Sir.
Was I on?
Unless concrete leads come up that we can sort of verify the direction it's headed, we're just accepting concrete leads, and your name has not come up.
Okay. Well,
That, and I wouldn't put too much faith in what Fred Hill is saying.
well, I kind of knew that for the rip, but for 3 years this has kind of been affecting me for 3 years.
I can understand, sir, but like I said, your name is not relevant to the investigation, so you don't have anything to be concerned about.
Okay, I greatly appreciate that. That eases my mind a lot, and I greatly appreciate you, sir.
Have a good day.
You too, sir. Thank you.
Don't. Next audio clip is from Walk Your Talk. I actually like her channel. If you get a chance, sub up to her. Yeah, this was a doozy. And you slipped. There's something you said. I'm going to call you out on it. I told you. I'm going to tell you about yourself today. And I got a part 2 for tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
I always do, and I have my notifications like to YouTube and stuff like that turned off because I don't want to see people's shitty videos they make about me, and nobody wants to wake up to a notification about a video like expose on Ziggy.
Why? You do it to other people all the time. Wow. Two-faced.
No, it doesn't bother me, but I
They just get some stupid shit about us.
what'd you say?
I said they just get a break if they talk about us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I guess because
Actually, I don't really care what they think about me or say about me. I know what the truth is and stuff,
yeah, that's it.
No, you don't know what the truth is, Fred. Even Mr. Lawson has said that you do nothing but lie. You're no standing in Hawkins County. You lie. You lied about being wired for the police department. That's tomorrow. Mr. Lawson said that you were never asked to be wired for the police department. You were never asked to record anybody. You did it on your own. Of course, he will believe that you Everybody's lying about you and picking on you. But I got the audio that says otherwise. Yeah. Don't say you're honest, because you do nothing but lie. You've lied on this whole case.
Exactly how I feel too. So when you live honestly, you don't have to worry about what people say because you know that.
Are you forever out of your mind? You live honestly? Let's see. Scamming, begging for money, fake raffles for money, taking money off of elderly people's credit cards, which is in the Shelbyville ripoff paper, for makeup that was bad, for your invoices. I can pull that ad up. It's still out there. I got a copy of it. Let's see. Lying about an ID card when you had when he obviously had his birth certificate and ID card from Kathy Gordon helped him get it. Let me think. The stuff you said about Nana, the stuff that you said about Ryan, the harassment that you've done to these people, the stuff that you did to Six Up and lied about, going to an Airbnb with somebody with a child in tow, faking things like you got hacked, standing out in the middle of a U-Haul, area where they have U-Haul trucks, ranting and raving and fake crying, and saying you don't have internet, your phone is dying, you have no. Meanwhile, you're alive. Stealing money off of somebody's credit card. Yeah, that's honest. Okay. Can I scratch my head now and play my little itty bitty violin? Yeah, okay.
Rude.
They're the ones that say and run stuff. They're the ones that knows you the best and knows that it's all a lie.
Yeah.
They go along with it.
I know. I don't understand people. I don't understand how people can just lie like that on somebody, and I don't.
Whoa! You don't understand how people can lie on somebody, but you do it all the time? Whoa! Isn't that cool? That's like you calling the kettle black, girl. You lie on so many people, it ain't funny. Look what you did to Andy Bernard. Girlfriend. You cannot have your cake and eat it too.
No. I've never been like that. Like, I've always been extremely honest. Like, I mean, when I was using and stuff, I mean.
Up! There it is, 6 up. When she was using. So, you were using, when you were using, you said. So, then you tell people you used to smoke green. And then you show people a package a couple of weeks ago of Delta, or a couple of months ago. So, like, really? And then you wonder why people call you out on this stuff?
Huh?
That's me too. I've always been honest and stuff. I never lied to.
Fred, don't go there. Do not go there saying you're honest and you never lied to anybody. Please don't go there. Don't go there at all. That's a whole other video tomorrow. I'm going to bring up about what you said about Cotton and how you and Marvin followed him and all that stuff. No. Do not turn around and what you told her. Do not turn around and say you're honest and you never lied. That's a lie. That's a big fat lie because even Lawson has said you lie.
I answer nothing about anything or even to Laura or nobody. I mean, it's got me in a lot of trouble, Bruce, but a lot of people want to hear the truth, but they can't handle the truth,
Yeah. But it's just best. It works out best just to always be honest from the get-go anyways. And not being honest, it's just.
Yeah.
I've had so many agencies here, dude, from people making up stuff on me. It's crazy.
No. You had agencies at your house. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Wasn't because they were making stuff up on you. It's because of what went on in your lives and what they saw. So let's get that truth out there. Let's stop playing the game. You're not an honest person. You never were. Neither is he.
Easy.
I know. That's what it is to me too. It ain't just you, it's me too.
Oh, I know. I think that's how me and you connected so well. It's like I saw in you myself. Like I've always been very misunderstood my whole life, and I see that with you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where the lovebirds come in. That's how come they're together, because she sees herself in him.
Yeah, I barely been misunderstood. And a lot of people don't know my real life story, but one day they will.
Karen, Ellie, you hear this BS? Just want to know if you hear that, because that's a bunch of BS right there.
Yeah, maybe someday you'll be able to tell your story.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what happened. I mean, you could be super important to the Summer World case.
OMG.
Right.
Girl, no. Don't go there. You could be super important to the Summer Wells because you keep Summer's name out of your mouth. Quit exploiting her. Because no, he's not important in this case. He's still a suspect. But he's not important in this case, and neither are you. Quit interfering.
Reading a book someday, you never know.
Maybe you could write a book one day on
Yeah,
how. Yeah, maybe both of you could write a book one day on how to scam people, how to lie your way out of things, how to falsely accuse people of things, how to harass them and slander them and lie on them, and how to, how it all fell down when you got your fifis hurt.
I am pretty important to that case, really.
Yeah.
A lot more than anybody ever knows.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, except me.
Day to day don't go by. I play that day over and over and over in my head, trying to figure out what clue did we miss.
Stop. You lying.
I can't play that part, but Eddie Murphy was on this one. It was pretty damn funny. Yeah. She did say that. Oh my God, no, you are not important to this case. You are not important to this case. You literally... I'm going to play what Sheriff Ronnie Lawson said, and I'm going to get to the part I need to get to, so hang on for a minute. Okay, I want to thank Six Up Media because she had this audio. Thank you, girl. I love your channel. You know I do. Tabby Cat likes Ellie, and I love Six Up. But I sub it up to her page. There's a lot of interesting stuff on her page. But how this all happened is that Nana and Ellie, Karen, went down to visit Mr. Lawson in the parking lot. That's where they spoke to him. And Mr. Lawson had a lot to say about old Freddy boy. And it's about time that maybe Ziggy should have a refresher course. Because she's kind of way out there on the crazy train. Or doing her flying monkeys and husband with her flying around. I think that's kind of funny.
Victims of Ziggy's. Now, what I'm going to tell you guys, because what I was trying to say is that for context, And because I do want to give you guys a little bit more, and because it's something that's already known, and I did want to clip it out because I want you to hear all of this clip. But this is a very important part about Fred. The very beginning of it is not about Fred. So for transparency and all of that context, let me start out with what was going on before this clip happens. Prior to this clip, they are talking about when Don Wells went to Knoxville and he went on his little trip. Everybody knows about it because this is how we know it happened. This is the only, I want you guys to know, this is the only reason why I'm okay with even playing the beginning of this in this live stream, because we know it happened. Don was on streams when he went to Knoxville. He talked about it. So when Ziggy brings up the whole Knoxville thing, or any creator in this community brings up the whole Knoxville trip, it's ridiculous, okay? How many times?
It is ridiculous. Just because somebody went down to Knoxville is really none of your damn business, Ziggy. But you slandered him too. You slandered Candace. You slandered the boys. You lied about a CPS thing. And the person that gave it to you claims that they're friends with the Foster family. They had no business giving you any information whatsoever. It's confidential. Just saying.
I've gone to Knoxville to get dope. I'm a drug addict. I don't even live in Tennessee. Okay? Knoxville is a big hub, let me tell you. Especially when it's concerning those kind of drugs, cocaine, and it's very cheap there. Still, I am trying to get people to use their brains here, okay? When I was active addiction, I would travel from Cincinnati to Knoxville. Doesn't mean that I did anything with Summer, okay? It is ridiculous. The fact that we know that Don went to go do that after this happened, I'm surprised that that's all that he, I mean, come on. So, and nobody cares. I don't know why anybody has even made that a big deal. Oh, yeah, I do. Because Ziggy brought in this whole Lady of the Night, trafficking Summer.
Yes,
and
she did.
Oh my God.
Lied on
makes
this
my head
case.
hurt. Yeah.
Interfered.
It makes me so mad.
I agree.
It is very predictable. So at the beginning of this clip, you will hear them talking about the Knoxville trip. Okay. Ronnie did verify. I mean, we didn't need him to. We know. We know that happened. And it doesn't matter.
Nope.
Exactly. Nana.
It doesn't.
I was in Knoxville this morning.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't mean anything. It means that a drug addict knew where to get cheap dope. That's all it means, y'all. All right, you guys ready for this? This is when Ronnie Lawson spoke on Fred Hill working with law enforcement. You're going to hear Nana's voice, you're going to hear Karen's voice, and you're going to hear Ronnie's voice. I have the closed captioning on, so you'll be able to see most of what is said. I'll play it a couple times. I'll probably pause for commentary as I play it the first time, but then I'm going to play it again through so people can clip it. Any creator on this platform, any platform, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, use this clip. Take it. This is the Sheriff of Hawkins County, guys. Take it. This is the Sheriff of Hawkins County, guys.
He really did. See, you can't tell if they're telling the truth or lying.
There was no law against going to Knoxville.
There's no law going to Knoxville.
Straight up like he's on some big adventure.
Wow. You mean there ain't no law against going in... I like that. I'm not making fun of their accents, by the way, at all. Fred's, but not his.
There's no law to go to Knoxville.
There's no law. Sheriff Ronnie Lawson, about going to Knoxville? I can tell you something. I bet you Fred Jr. Hill would have went to Knoxville a lot more had he been able to. but the dude couldn't function.
Mhm.
Okay, Ziggy?
True.
He wasn't a functioning addict.
Mm-mm.
He was the kind of dude that you seen in your woods stealing your shit.
Yep.
He was the kind of dude that shot people in the neck. He was the kind of dude that shot a gun in the same room as his infant child when
Yep.
his children smelled like dead animal.
Mm-hmm.
Drugs laying within reach of the infant child.
Yep.
That's who Fred Hill is. Tell the truth.
Trying straight up like he's on some big adventure.
Is that the time that they supposedly followed him to all of his drug dealers' houses because he led y'all there to show y'all that he was buying drugs and not?
Now listen. What Karen, that is Karen, and what Karen is referring to is what, hold on, I'll wait. Somebody in the chat. What is Karen referring to right there? Anybody? I'll rewind. This is important too.
Led y'all there to show y'all that he was buying drugs and not? I didn't think he did. All right, I do really have a question.
So what she was referring to there, because you guys are probably a little bit behind me, was one of the things that Fred claimed,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Fred claimed it.
Ronnie didn't have that was one of the times through this whole recording where he paused, like, what? Had no clue. And this is where the question comes in. Thank you, Cash, for supporting the channel. Yeah, the crack fairy. Exactly. Yep, you did. But,
Because he led y'all there to show y'all that he was buying drugs and not?
No.
I didn't think he did. All right, I do.
He said no.
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 He said no.
I do really have a question.
Here it is.
This goes back to Fred. Did Fred ride with your department around showing y'all everything where wells were and wire wires?
Nope.
Were a wire for you?
Nope.
No.
No. Never did. Nope. It's a lie. See, Ziggy, he does lie. He didn't do anything like that.
Stuff like that.
Didn't do anything like that.
Yep.
Here, I'll play it again.
Out of his own mouth.
I didn't think so.
Hang on, ladies and gentlemen.
And
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Let's finish playing this.
Where wire.
Remember that not all words are, I don't want to hear no shit about, the words ain't on the screen. This is just the
He said
closed
no.
captioning.
He
It
was
came in
not wired.
Dropbox. This is not an edited version with the real, these are just the ones they gave me. You can hear it. It's I didn't even have to lift the audio on this at all. I can though. I can lift it pretty high. I wish we could see his face when he asked that question.
This goes back to Fred. Did Fred ride with your department around showing y'all everything where the wells were and where wires and where a wire for you?
No,
I didn't think so.
he didn't do anything like that.
We tell stuff like that. Not we, but y'all.
But it's insignificant. Before you start
It's insignificant.
Yeah.
keep going, you never get crazier. It's just
Guys, because look, please know that I know what Ronnie is saying right here, and also know that I know the context of the 33 other minutes of this conversation, along with other conversations and things that are going on. And listen up, folks.
Not we, but y'all.
but it's insignificant. Before you start stuff, the worse.
It's insignificant. The more you're stirring stuff, hold on, I'll translate.
See, why can't we tell stuff like that? Not we, but y'all.
But it's insignificant. Before you start stuff, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
Keep going.
The more you're stirring stuff,
The worse it
the
gets.
worse it gets. It's insignificant. Hold on, there's more.
Feed baby's brain with
You never get crazier. It's just
You know, he went online and
YouTubers get crazier.
Crazy, and yeah.
told that he drove around with your department and showed them where all this stuff was in Beach Creek, and even showed them where Jody Sue and Andy used to have a house. He said the reason they're searching these places is because I rode with them and showed them the places that they needed to search. I'm like, no, you're not that important.
No, he's not that important. See? Ziggy, when you told him, well, you know, he said, I am important to this case. And you're like, you could write a book. Guess what? He ain't important. He's a liar. He is still a suspect. Get over yourself. Okay? Get over yourself because you're not worth it either. You're not important to anybody. You're just another YouTuber who loves to run her mouth and lie and interfere in cases and pretend that she can read cards. Okay?
Because of lies like that. I mean, there's got to be something we can do.
I'm gonna.
Now, I'm going to try to find 6 other one that she had. Because, well, I'm allowed. So, this is what Ronnie Lawson says about you, Fred.
Fred don't have any standing here whatsoever. I know.
Well,
Fred don't have any standing here whatsoever. I know. He ain't smart that way. I tell you about you, brother.
well, you know, back,
He ain't smart that way. I tell you about you, brother.
well, you know, back.
Yeah. Fred, you got no standing at all in Hawkins County. None. You're a liar. The rest of these are going to be, the rest that I have, I'm going to play for tomorrow because I don't want this to be any longer than it is. But I just want you all to realize that If you're going to sit and harass people online and lie about them, expect them to turn around and say, criticize you. Stop crying harassment. Stop saying people are hurting your fifis and this and that, because what comes around goes around. Hate to say it, but like I said, I'm going to tell you about yourself, and I'm going to keep telling you about yourself because you lie. I'm sick of your lies. I'm sick of your harassment to people that I like. I'm sick of you exploiting Summer for money. I'm tired of hearing you whine and cry and this and that about what you don't have. Get a job like everybody else out of your house, and maybe, just maybe, you can pay your bills, including your electric bill. Okay? Anyway, I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a very nice day.